Hey, Ollie here. This is just a super quick video on how to sell products with zero stock on Shopify. So we'll be using the continue selling when out of stock setting today, which is a checkbox in the Shopify product admin. I'll show you how it works, how it affects your storefront and product page, as well as Shopify checkout. And then I'll show you how to solve a couple of issues related to it. Then at the end of the video, as a quick bonus, I'll show you how to turn off stock management for products in Shopify altogether. So why is this continue selling when out of stock box important? Well, if you're going to sell any kind of pre-orders, so pre-selling, Shopify will actually reject any items with zero stock that don't have this setting toggled on. So if a customer comes along and tries to add a zero stock item to your cart, Shopify will show an error or most likely actually just not show anything. It'll just show a blank cart page. If you turn the setting on, this will allow items that are out of stock to actually get added to cart. So the risks of actually using this box though are probably obvious, but if you leave it on for a product and start overselling, as we often call it, that means you could oversell a buy now product, which you actually haven't got on pre-order, and cause all kind of nightmares in terms of customer service and that kind of thing. So that's the danger of leaving it on. And then pre-orders, that's why you might want to use it. So let's jump into a demo and I'll show you how that affects your storefront. So I'm going to hop over to my Shopify product admin. And today we are going to pre-sell some sunglasses. So where was that? Here we go. And let's get rid of that. So let's have a look at it on our storefront first. And just to show you, so I've got -5 stock for one of the variants, one of the colorways, and I've got 0 stock for the other. So, and the continue selling when out of stock is unticked. So let's see what that looks like. And as you can see, it's sold out for both variants, meaning that this item won't pass through checkout. So built into most Shopify themes is the setting that if you have 0 stock or negative stock for a product, it will just show sold out automatically. Now, toggling on the continue selling when out of stock box usually changes that and usually just shows a regular buy now. So let's have a look at that now. And that's for gunmetal. And then for silver, let's do that. And I should mention, if your product doesn't have variants, the continue selling when out of stock box will just be around here somewhere, and you won't have to click into the variant section. So there's 2 places in your product admin where it may appear. So let's refresh. And you can see we've gone straight to showing add to cart and buy with ShopPay. And if we click add to cart, you can see it adds to cart successfully. And it should be accepted by checkout as well. Nice. Okay, so let's go back to that page and have a look at it again. So that's great. It's doing what we wanted to. A 0 stock product will pass through your checkout. Great. There's a couple of issues for this. If you're using pre-orders, if you're pre-selling the product, I suppose the main reason is it's not communicating that it's a pre-order to customers at all. It's not saying we don't have this in stock, but we're going to ship it to you in a month, or late June, or anything like that. So that's number 1, is customer communication, and number 2 is it's just been charged like normal. So our full amount will be charged up front and debited from a kind of customer's account. I mean, I suppose the third issue is fulfillment. Shopify will actually try and fulfill this order straight away. So if you're not doing pre-orders, none of those are really issues. But if you are, they'll come back to bite you and just end up in pain. Okay, so let's have a look at what that looks like with a pre-order app. And one of the benefits of using a pre-order app is it should manage that continue selling when out of stock box for us. So something goes on pre-order, it toggles on. Something goes off pre-order, it toggles off, meaning there's no mistaken overselling. Cool. So let's go into pre-products, which is the app I work on, and let's create a pre-order listing. So sunglasses, wasn't it? Nice. And let's just charge later for that. So we'll just create listing. Cool, that looks good. Let's see how that's affected the front end here. So you can see now it's said pre-order, and we can actually add communication above that. So let's quickly do that now. Customize wording. Charge later. And let's just say ready to ship. Gee, better yet. Shipping statement, and does that look okay? Yep, cool. Let's hit save, just so we're communicating a bit more on the front end. Cool, shipping 150 days. Now let's just make sure that passes through cart and checkout. So we'll click pre-order. And nice, so it's been accepted by the Shopify cart. We're communicating to shippers when we're shipping, which is there. And then on checkout, be a bit more comprehensive. So we've got an actual total due, as well as that line again. And then we're communicating how much we're charging up front. Nice. So that's handled those communication and charging issues. And if we go into the orders, I'll show you how we're going to solve the fulfillment issue. So yeah, if you just had the continue selling when out of stock box ticked, customers go through checkout, Shopify will try and fulfill that straight away. Nice benefit of using an app is, or at least an app which supports this kind of feature, is you'll get this fulfillment hold feature. And that's great because it tells Shopify, look, there's an order for this, but don't fulfill it. Any of your shipping apps, just leave us alone. We'll release the hold once we're ready. And that's what your pre-order app will do. Once you trigger any charges or you're ready to ship, you'll tell it and it'll release this hold and it'll flow into your system like normal. I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'd show you how to tell Shopify to stop tracking stock altogether. So if you go back to that product that we were looking at, and if you scroll down, and again, this, if you've got variants, it'll show up within the variant section. If not, it'll just show up here, is a track quantity. So if you toggle this off, then the continue selling on out of stock box isn't even needed. And this can be useful for any selling software or selling service or anything where you're really not concerned with overselling. That's the real way to put it. So if you just always want to oversell, untick that so that you're not tracking quantity, and that's an option as well. So to summarize, we've talked about the scenarios where you'd want to use the Shopify continue selling when out of stock box, so pre-orders. We talked about some of the risks of that. That's overselling a buy now product that you don't want to sell once you've run out of stock. Then we looked at how the storefront changes and how Shopify will actually let a zero stock product pass through checkout, as well as how you can actually integrate a proper pre-order app to manage all that for you. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, I'll include a link to a free trial of pre-product in the description. So if you want to get started with pre-orders and put any of this video to work, you can do that there. Cool, thanks.